Hey, good morning, you guys. We're going to go over some problems I had you put in your notebook. So when you put this, you cut this out from your packet and put in your notebook. So this was the chart where they got their information from, and this was on the 18th. This was Tuesday that you guys put this, no, Wednesday that you guys put this in your notebook. Then I had you glue this one in first. How much farther did Martin run on Saturday than on Tuesday? And we talked about how farther means to subtract. So Saturday he ran 3.5 miles. Tuesday was 1 7/8 miles. So you had to subtract and you had to borrow in order to do it. So we're going to go over the other two. The next one says, how many total miles did Martin run during the week? So total miles, you had to add them all up. So I started writing it down to save some time on this video. So you needed to add these all up. So you have 4, 16, and 8 as your denominators. So a common denominator would be what? 16. Because 4, if I wrote out my multiples of 4, which I can do up here, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And if I wrote out my multiples of 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, and then of course 16. So both of them, all three of them have 16. Okay, so we're going to make 16 our common denominator. This one we don't need to do anything to, so I just move it over. 4 times what gives you 16? 4. What you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. 1 times 4 is 4. Now this one, 8 times what gives you 16? 2. 2 times 7 is 14. Okay, so now you're going to add them all up. So 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 14 is 21. So it'd be 21 sixteenths. Don't forget you guys have the whole numbers over here. So 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. We're going to leave this just the way it is because we have to add those ones on there too. So we're just going to leave that one the way it is, even though it's improper. So over here, you have 8, 4, 8, and 2. We could use 8 as our common denominator, but why not use 16? Because we know we're going to add it to this one over here. So we're going to make 16 our common denominator. That way it'll be easier to add because we have to add it to that too. I just broke some of the days up so that we wouldn't have a super long addition problem. So I added Sunday, Monday, Tuesday over here. In this side, I'm going to add Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, so 8 times 2 is 16. So 2 times 1 is 2. 4 times 4 is 16. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 8 is 16. 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 8 is 16. 8 times 1 is 8. Okay, so now I can add 8 plus 12 is 14. 14 plus 10 is 24. 24 plus 8 is 32. So 32. And don't forget your whole numbers. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Now I need to add these two together. So 10 32 sixteenths and 4 21 sixteenths. 32, let's see, that'd be 3, 5, 16s, that'd be 14. Okay, so now we have your improper fraction on here. So we're going to divide. So 53 divided by 16. So on the side, you guys probably had to do multiplying 16 a couple times to figure out which one would it be. But 53 divided by 16 is 3, remainder 5. I'm just saving some time because 16 times 3 equals 48. And this would be 5. So your final answer, at least, yeah, your final answer would be, so we have to add this 3 to the 14. So it'd be 17 and 5/16. And you cannot simplify any further because 5 is a prime number. And 5 can't go to 16. So this answer goes up for this one. How many total miles did he run? It's 17 and 5/16 miles. All right, so for the next one, it's asking you, Martin's goal is to run 20 miles next week. How much farther would he need to run than this week to reach his goal? Well, he ran 17 and 5/16 miles. If he wants to run 20, you would take 20 and subtract 17 and 5/16. Right? Well, you don't have a fraction over here to subtract from. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn this into a mixed number. You guys ready? So we're going to turn this into a mixed number. So we would say 19 and 16/16. Because if we added that to that, it would equal 20. So we're just writing it a different way. These two are equal. 19, 16/16 is equal to 20. We're just writing it a different way so we can subtract. So 16 minus 5 is 11/16. Then 19 minus 17 is 2. So he would have to run 2 and 11/16 more miles. All right, make sure you guys have that in your notebook. Remember, you guys can pause this as much as you want. You can rewind it. You can have your parents watch it to help you understand it a little bit better. They might have a little different way of explaining it. As long as you get the same answer, you're fine. All right, talk to you guys later.